Hello friend, all of you are welcome again in the free computer class of Computer Guruji channel, which is free all over the world. Today we will discuss about the components of computer system, and you can see on the board components of the computer system. And friend, this is the live class, and today we will show you the live system units. As you can see, this is the system unit. We will discuss about the live system units. Opening of the system units. We will open the system units, then show you the components of the system units. What are the components in this system units? Which are SMPS, processor, hard disk, motherboard and RAM. This is totally a practical class today. But before starting the practical class, I would like to introduce with the system units. As you can see, this is the system unit, and in the different country of the world, the size and shape of the system unit may be different, but the components are same. Friends, if we talk about the system unit, and the system unit is packed in a cabinet. This is the iron cabinet. It consists the system units. There are different parts of the system units in this cabinet, which is called the components of the system unit. All the input and output devices of the computer are connected to the system units with the help of various cables and connectors. System unit contain the RAM, ROM, motherboard, SMPS, processor. All things are contained in the system. Now I will open this cabinet and show you all the components of the system units and functionality of that components, how they do the work. So let's start the practical class of components of computer. And the first component, this is called the system unit. I will open the system unit. So you can see this is the backside of the system unit. Here all the connectors and cables are connected when we have to switch on this system unit. Now friend, there are the 4 screws in the system unit on the backside of this cabinet. You have to open the screw like this, and this cabinet will be opened. After opening the cabinet, now this is the internal part of this system unit. Now I will show you with the close camera to recognize you what are the different components of this system. Well friend, you can see the cabinet of the system unit. This is the internal cabinet of the system units. Firstly, I will show you the full system. This is the internal parts of the system units. And now we will see the components of the system units. Friend, the first component of the system unit, SMPS. This is the SMPS part. This is called the switching mode power supply. Switching mode power supply is that part of the computer system which accept the input volt, that is AC, to 30 volt and provide the different outputs in the DC form. DC volt like 5 volt, plus minus 5 volt, 12 volt, 12 volt and plus 5 volt. As you can see here, it provides the different DC voltage for the functionality of different parts of the system unit. Now you can see the other components of the system unit. The first and foremost component you can see here, this is the RAM. Okay, I will open the RAM. If you will draw it, this is the RAM of the system units. Random access memory is called the RAM of the system unit. Now I will insert it into the CPU like this. You have to insert it, then tight from both ends, right? The RAM is now connected. This is the RAM of the computer. And if we talk about the hard disk, this is the hard disk of the system unit. Friend, you can see this is the hard disk of the system units. This is and this is also called the secondary memory of the computer, where the data is stored. Here all the data of the computer you can store. This is the hard disk of the computer. And if you talk about the CMOS battery, complementary metal oxide battery, then this part here you can see this one here where I am indicating you. This is the CMOS battery of the computer. So this is the complementary metal oxide semiconductor CMOS battery of the computer. You can see this is CMOS battery, and its operating voltage is 3 volt DC, as it is also written on the complementary metal oxide battery, CMOS battery. Yes, you can see now this is the 3 volt battery. Now friend, I will show you the processor of the system unit, processor, which is also called the brain of the system unit. So in the cabinet you can see where there is a fan. Under this fan is the processor. The processor is under the fan. Why the fan is here? Because fan provide the cooling to the processor so that functionality of the system units can be fast and proper. Okay, now we will open this fan. I will show you the processor after opening the fan. Okay, now you can open this fan. You can see I had opened the fan of the CPU. Okay, now under the fan, this is the processor of the computer. Yes friend, you can see this is the processor, and you can again open it. You have to just open this one, right, and it will be opened like, okay, like this. And here you can see this is the processor of this computer, and you can take this processor out, right, like this. This is the processor of this system units, which is called the brain of this computer. This is the processor, and you can see this is the back side of the processor. Okay, right, this is the back side of the processor, this is the front side of the processor. Now we will again fit it in this system unit, because this system unit is a working unit. Now I will fit it into the system. You just have to put it on the base. Here are the cuts, and when you put it with the right cuts, then it will be proper placed on the motherboard platform where all the components as well as this processor is placed. This is called the motherboard of the computer. Now you have to again put this fan on the CPU so that cooling of the CPU can be provided. Now I will fit this fan. I will fit this fan on the processor for the better and efficient working of this processor. And now you see there is the processor of this computer, and this part where all the components you can see, this is the motherboard of this system units. This is the motherboard, and this is the RAM, and there is the processor, and this is the SMPS, and here you see this is the hard disk, and behind the hard disk or upper side of the hard disk you can see this is the CD and DVD ROM drive of the CPU. And if you see this from the front side, this is the CD/DVD drive of these system units. And beside the system unit there is a input devices like the keyboard and mouse and mic. So friend, in the components of the computer system you see the system units of the computer system, and we also understand what are the components in the system units of the computer system. And I hope this lecture will be very helpful for all of you, all those students who have not seen the computer system units. And we introduce you with every components of the computer system units like RAM, ROM, CMOS, motherboard as well as SMPS, CD drive, SMPS, CD-ROM drive, etc. So friend, this was the practical class of the day. And in the input and output devices you have seen that we show you the keyboard, mouse and mic, which is the input device. And for the output devices, now the printer is not available here. I would like to show you the printer also. Printer is the output device, scanner is also an output device, or you can visual display unit is also an output device. So I hope this practical class would be very helpful for you. And if you like this class, please touch on the like button, and if you have any question, inquiry, please write in the comment box. Our team always be ready 24/7 to help you. And if you are new on this channel and watching this video first time, then please subscribe this channel. You have to just touch on the subscribe and press the bell icon so that whenever I upload the video, you got the notification first of all. So see you in the next video. Till then, keep on watching Computer Guruji channel. Have a good day.
If you liked this video, don't forget to share it with your friends and family. Subscribe to my channel and give us a big like. Thank you for sharing your time with me, and have a nice day.
What's the definition of computer? हमें इस मोबाइल को क्यों डिसइंफेक्ट करना चाहिए और कैसे इसको जो है बेस्ट तरीके से आप डिसइंफेक्ट कर सकते हैं। मैं ये नहीं बोलता कि इंटरनेट यूज ना करें, दोस्तों इंटरनेट यूज करिए बट रिस्पॉन्सिबली यूज करिए। ऐसे कंप्यूटर की एमसीक्यू सीरीज में आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है कि मेमोरी को कैसे डिवाइड करते हैं, मेमोरी क्या होती है और उसके क्या क्या फंक्शंस होते हैं। कंप्यूटर के कंसेप्ट्स को आसान भाषा में समझें और जाने लेटेस्ट टिप्स एंड ट्रिक्स अबाउट योर मोबाइल फोन, लैपटॉप एंड लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी। सर्च करें कंप्यूटर गुरुजी 1 को ऑन यूट्यूब, ट्विटर, फेसबुक एंड ऑल सोशल वेबसाइट्स।